Hey guys, and welcome back to DeLady. I almost forgot. DeLady in Wonderland, episode 11. And I am joined by the awesome SPRidley. How are you doing?
Hello, people. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine also.
Oh, great. It's been a long time since I talked to you. I think we both had a busy week.
Yeah, we had a busy week.
Yeah. Yep. And this is not even your stuff. But you helped me in kind of way because I was talking with you and showing the pictures and like, how do I do this? How do I do that? So.
But this will show how good you are also.
It looks. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the ending result. Like.
I saw screenshots of it and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think I should mention because this isn't really my idea. I stole it. What is it called again? It's not the art pieces or
concept art.
The concept art of the Fairytale stuff. So before we had this awesome Fairytale stuff in game, they made drawings of it, and I kind of used that to recreate in Planet Coaster. It is a little bit changed. But yeah, you can definitely tell that it is based on those. What was it again?
Concept art.
The concept art. I totally.
You can actually add the concept art in a link, like in the description, so people can.
Is it still online? I will try.
Or you can upload it if you want.
I will try to upload it. Yes, and I will put it in the description. Thanks. That's a very good idea, so people can see the concept art. Was it? Damn. Okay, I'm just tired from my work, I guess. But yeah, it was really so much fun to create this, and I really wanted to start a little bit in the park myself. Yeah, I think it turned out pretty nice. As you guys may know, it's still in the workshop top 2 of most downloaded items. I think it is.
Wow.
And yeah, so I made a Fairytale shops. They also used it in the what was it again? A trailer for Planet Coaster when the lounge came up. They used it as well over there, and I thought, let me just use it again and try to, well, of course I made these new buildings, so yeah, it made sense to use my Fairytale shops because I never used them in any of my own parks, so that would have been cool, and it turned out pretty nice, I think. I hope.
and that's work done actually, so
yeah,
you need to waste so many time.
That's true. But you guys will see how I just took that workshop item and totally split it up into the area, and you guys can do it as well. I will of course put the download link of the Fairytale shops in the description as well if you guys haven't seen it yet. And this was your idea.
This part is well, he was saying, oh, what can I use to make these apples?
Yeah.
And I said, try with one of the Christmas bubble thingies.
Yeah.
See if it works.
We first used the very narrow one, the spiked one, and that didn't really look good. But this one looks like a pineapple. Is that the right one?
Yeah, it's like a pineapple.
Yeah, and it's, yeah, well, except for the white.
The white thingies.
Yeah, that's maybe a little bit odd, but in the end, I don't really find it annoying or anything like that.
No, you can see it's the reflections of the apple.
Yeah, it's definitely the reflections of the apples. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how this apple stand looks. It's maybe a little bit weird because I would love to have like a shop where they sell apples. Didn't we have that in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3?
I don't remember.
Shop. I think we had something like a shop that sold apples. But
Oh, yeah, the sweet apples, the ones that...
The sweet ones, yeah.
On
a stick.
Yeah, and then the stick. Yeah, I think it was.
Apples on a stick.
and Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, yeah, probably, yeah.
I'm not really sure about Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2, but I'm pretty sure it was in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. And I really, really love those shops, and I really hope they will implement something like that as well in this game. And I tried to use this fruit stand, but it didn't really fit with the apples, I think.
I would love if they actually separate each of the boxes of the that you have there, instead of
so
being
nice.
just a huge scenery piece.
I think I deleted those fruit items in the end because I really wasn't that happy. I'm not really sure if I did, but we will see that in the end. But it was kind of fun to make, and I really was thinking, like, can I make more of these kind of shops, like instead of the apples? But I'm not really sure if I can. But still, it looks really cool, and like you have that the apples going into the building. I think that gives a whole different dimension. I haven't seen people doing it.
It really gives a lot of depth. When you were showing the concept art, I told you, you need to make that apple house.
That was, and actually the first thing you're gonna make is that apple house.
And it was actually because of the depth. I thought it was very interesting, and it's not a thing that most people have made in Planet Coaster.
I haven't seen it, but if you guys, the viewers, did do something like this, show us. Really, I'm really looking forward to see those things, and it's so inspiring as well. And this gives a whole different feeling of the shops, so it's really cool.
And if you had fun making it even better.
Absolutely, yeah. I really love using all the fairy tale stuff, and I really gotta do it more in the park. I think I still need to decide what kind of areas I'm gonna make in the park, because I've noticed now that the hard pieces are pretty hard. But we will see, and if I'm stuck, I know who to call, right?
Yes, of course,
Of course. Oh, thank God. But can you tell me, tell the viewers, what you are working on right now for the dark ride? Can you give them a little sneaky peeky?
A little bit spoiler.
Yeah, a little spoiler.
Sam.
You're not spoiler Sam, you're spoiler SPRidley.
Yeah, spoiler SPRidley. So I'm making before the final scene, because there's a small scene at the end. But before that, there's a really huge, like, super ending for the ride, I think. And I've showed 2 pictures already to the lady.
It's so cool. Oh, it's always so cool.
So the idea basically is making the trial scene of the ending of Alice, of the books and the movie and all that. And I actually liked a lot the Disney version of the trial scene, because of the really cool. I don't know how you call it, the jury, the furniture. I don't know how you say the stands where the jury are and the king and the queen.
Oh, wait, where the judge sits behind.
Yeah, exactly.
I have no idea how you call that.
So those stuff is super interesting in the Disney movie, because it twists around and it's made of crazy shapes. It's wooden furniture, but it's just twisted in a cartoony, crazy way.
Yeah,
because of course it's Wonderland, so they have to be crazy, the people that make this furniture. So I wanted to make that very like the movie, and I turned the furniture like that. But then there's like new ideas, like the queen is pointing the ride where you are, like off with your head, like the people that are riding the ride, and you pass through, like below her and things like that. I hope people like it.
Oh, I'm so much looking forward to it. I really hope. I have no idea how much time you still need, because I totally believe it's so much work.
I think maybe I finished today.
Wow. So that probably means we maybe can upload it on Saturday. That would be so cool.
Yes, I hope I can.
And if not, it will be a little bit later, because it's also Koali Beach week for me.
Oh, yeah.
And I still have no clue what to do, and I feel terrible.
And you are the one that builds in Koali this week?
Yes, it is my week. So yeah, I'm kind of a little bit stuck, but since we couldn't do the recordings yesterday, we're gonna do it on Saturday evening. So Koali will be uploaded on Sunday for those who are curious. So I have whole Saturday at least to build on Koali, and hopefully when you are finished with your stuff, we can also do some Wonderland. But I have no idea because it's sometimes it's so hard when you don't have inspiration to work on something. Well, you know how it feels.
Yeah, no, it's really when when inspiration is not working, it's really like you need to stop.
Yeah.
Have some free time for you.
Exactly, to get some fresh air and get some inspiration back. So yeah, I really hope it will get back to me soon. But yeah, sometimes I'm just watching those guys building those awesome stuff, and I'm like, I always want to push myself further and further to make something to reach to those awesome guys, and it's sometimes so hard to.
Yeah, it helps a lot bringing inspiration out. It helps a lot watching people like not only, for example, Silver Red and all the famous people that are amazing, but there's a lot of people on the internet. They are not so known, but they are amazing. And even watching the parks they make, like for example, some of the people that are making parks in Saigai World Forums and things like that, they build such amazing parks, like realism and but there's amazing stuff. There's one guy, I don't know his name, I'm super sorry about it, in the Saigai World Forums, and he made like a pyre park, the ones that you see at beaches.
Like you have in GTA, right?
Yeah, like you have in Los Angeles. That stuff, that's typical stuff, I think, but it's like a little bit more British, maybe. I don't know, but it's amazing because he's building these super compact coasters and dark rides and fitting them into the pyre, and it looks super amazing.
Oh, I haven't seen that. You might want to share me the link so I can put it in the description.
I will,
if we won't forget, and else please comment it. Because there is a lot of time in between the rendering and uploading on YouTube, so we need to write it down.
Yeah, don't worry.
There are so many small people that really make awesome stuff. Like for example, the collaboration between AdfoTV and FreeTheBear.
Yeah,
I love that one. Those guys are building an African park. Is it African? It is African, right?
It's some kind of African, but it looks a little bit like the Mexican part of
could be.
Fantasyland. No, Fantasyland, but I think it's African.
Those guys, they use for the walls. They use I think it's the smallest window, right?
Yeah.
And they color the smallest window, and they put it on both sides so you don't see the window. And that is, I think, one of the only things they use to make walls and everything around it. It is so beautiful and it's so well detailed, and you really should check it out. So I will also, I'm gonna also put it in the description, but it's really worth checking that out. I'm so hyped all the time when it comes up. It takes them so much time to upload one episode, so it's not like once a week like we do with Koali Beach, but it's so much worth the wait every time. I'm really blown away every time I see one of those episodes. It's so amazing.
And actually, the guy that make the Pyre Park, the park is called Kaleidoscope Pyres, and the guy who made it's called Fisherman. So it's amazing. Fisherman Parks, it's amazing.
Oh, wow. I for some reason that name really reminds me. If I haven't seen it, I have no idea, but I'm really curious
I will post the link.
Please do, indeed. I'm really curious how it looks. And this was probably the worst building ever, what we are looking at right now.
The straw roofs are.
It was really a struggle to decorate this whole building, and I'm quite happy with the ending result, but I think it really took me so much time at the end. Like, what am I gonna do with this middle thing sticking out of the building? It was so hard, and I'm happy with it right now, but yeah, I don't know. It was a struggle.
But if you like the final result, that's what counts at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm still not really sure. I made like 2 thatched roof buildings, and the rest is like with the well, it's all Fairytale, but with the normal roofs. And yeah, well, I still need to make some more of these to make it fit in the area I built for this Fairytale shops. So yeah, I need some more time to get that in, but I really think that it fits more like to have the normal roof area at one side and the other one with the thatched roof, or maybe I will mix them. I'm not really sure, but for now I think that will be the way to do so. But it's just struggle. I could ask you to make 2 buildings if you want.
You are much better than me with Fairytale buildings, actually.
You think?
Yep. No, I'm sure of that.
Oh.
Because I haven't played a lot with the Fairytale stuff. I have used it a lot, but in other type of architecture. Like the type of walls. For example, I use the Fairytale walls that you are using in this building for my city hall building, but that's like Art Nouveau type of building from my city.
Yeah.
But I really never have tried to make like super Fairytale, like Pinocchio or this typical stuff you have in Fantasyland. I never tried.
Oh, you should try it.
Yeah,
maybe it's awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm sure. I'm sure
it is.
It's fun to me.
But I can't imagine. I think we talked about it earlier. Like, you are being so good with the art pieces, and I've seen Rudi making something of Star Wars today. Because it's
he showed me the Star Wars stuff yesterday.
It's so amazing. But he uploaded it right now, and it is so cool what he made, and that really also shows that he is so good in the art pieces as well. But yes, I think some people are very good in certain areas, and some are not that good in other areas. So I think,
for example, really terraforming, it's super hard for me.
Terraforming is pretty hard.
But there's people that makes things that like they're amazing. Absolutely. Like when they build these huge sculptures with terrain and they look actually like the characters, and it blew my mind, and I'm like really, and for me it's really hard even to make like a small mountain and make it realistic.
But that is really tough. Make a mountain with the terraforming. It is.
Yeah, but it's like that's the thing of Planet Coaster, because for example that guy may love playing with terraforming. But then he's not as good with art shapes, and then there's for example me, that I'm better in art shapes, but I'm not as good as terraforming, for example. And like I think we all learn from each other.
True.
And that's the nice stuff of this community.
Absolutely.
Because when you ask, you think, maybe the people are really like closed and things like that. No, because you can actually ask to anyone that, if you see like a video or something that you say, I can really do this. You have to maybe asking the person that made it, you can have some tips, because I'm sure they will help, because they've helped me a lot of times.
Yes.
And for example, if you ask me when I post things on Reddit or on my YouTube videos, if you ask me how I made stuff, because I sometimes they don't really show that because of the time lapse. Maybe you are thinking, how did he make the blackboard, for example, of my last episode?
Yeah.
And I can actually make a whole paragraph explaining you how I made it. I don't mind. True. Because I want people to have fun with the game and make better things.
Absolutely. And I think everyone I know that plays Planet Coaster is really, really always so polite to help each other out. And I totally agree on that. Yeah. And what did I wanted to say? You were talking and I was like, oh yeah, what to say?
I have to add that I really like the thing you added for the tree, the decoration.
Yeah, but in the end I didn't use it.
Oh,
I still have it, but I haven't used it yet. I'm not really sure if there will be an area when where I will use it. I'm really happy with how it looks. I have no idea. I saw it somewhere else. I saw someone else doing it.
yeah, I've seen a lot of people. I think
no
RubbleTrillion use it in the Parisian Park.
Yes. Now you tell me RubbleTrillion, and I think it was him. So yes, big props to RubbleTrillion.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's making he doesn't have a lot of subscribers, and that's really sad because his Parisian Park is amazing.
It's beautiful. That's with the Eiffel Tower, right?
Yeah, the Eiffel Tower and the buildings, the Art Nouveau buildings he made, looking like
gorgeous.
You say it's France, and even the parts you don't see of parks, of theme parks, the back of the buildings, with all the trucks that the trucks that bring food and things for the shops. He made all that with elevators and
it's crazy.
It's incredible. It's incredible stuff.
It's absolutely mind-blowing. So yeah, there's another one that I need to put in the description. So if I forget something, please tell me, because this is not planned. We just started the video and we just start talking and we never decide what to talk about.
That's true.
But yeah, there are so many awesome creators that really are worth watching. And I remember people asking me sometimes, like, do you have any other names that I can watch? So yeah, we just talked about a lot of people that really make beautiful stuff. They really do. And oh yes, this do you remember me talking about the path system?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Oh yeah, this is the part. Oh, this is the famous part.
Well, I tried it. I think I tried it before. It was such a struggle. Like, the problem still is, I had already the queue line from the Alice in Wonderland dark ride underneath the terrain. And for some reason, even though I had the terrain above that queue line, I just couldn't place my path, and it was crazy. So in the end, I posted some bug reports on the forums, and then I just deleted the whole queue line. So I have to rebuild that. Yeah, so in that way, when I put the terrain back, then I could place these paths. So I really hope I didn't get myself into trouble at the end, that I can't place the queue line anymore. I tried it and it still works, so yeah, I just need to see about that. I'm really not sure, but it was such a struggle to make these paths, and I was like, I just want them over here. I'm not gonna change my plan. I just really want them over here.
That's actually something that it's when the game doesn't want to work with you. Yeah, it's actually really frustrating.
And then people say, just make him work around or do something else. And I was like, no.
I actually told you that.
Oh, yes. No, not only you. Also, people on the forums did. And I'm like, no, I just want it to work. And I was so annoyed at that point. Like,
well, at least it's not like the bug I have in my save, in my Super Nintendo World save, that
you said
crashes
something.
the game. Like,
that's terrible.
I don't think I've talked about this in my videos, I think, but there's like a part. Just imagine like a plaza, like a circle, okay? And if you put anything inside, like any piece of scenery, the game crashes.
How?
But if I add thousands and thousands of pieces outside of that, I think it's like 10 or 20 meters in diameter circle. If I can add thousands, millions of pieces outside, it doesn't break the game. Thankfully, that part is finished. I think I will never need to touch it again. But it's really frustrating because I remember needing to move the whole entrance of the ride a little bit further, and that was horrible. It was horrible.
That is terrible. Oh, talking about the entrance, there is one area you will see in the cinematic shots of the video, but not in the recordings because I don't know why. I just didn't record it. It was so weird, but
This is incredible.
Oh, thank you. Well, this is the Fairytale shops I was talking about. You guys can download this Fairytale shops you can see in the back, which I already, how you say that? I already took some buildings from, but you can still download it and use it yourself in any Fairytale park. So that is pretty cool. But that wasn't what I wanted to say. So from the main street area to this area, there is like this pathway over the water, and I kind of was looking on Google for some inspiration, like how does a gate to a castle garden look, and then I spotted a picture, and that I really used as some inspiration. I think if you Google it, like castle garden gate or something like that, you will find it, and you will see the ending result in the end with the cinematic shots. But I'm quite happy at the end how it looks, but like the 2 or 3 hours I worked on it, I was like, oh, what am I doing? This is gonna look terrible. But yeah, right now I'm pretty happy, and I really hope you guys are not mad at me that I didn't record it. And I really have no idea why I did, but oh well, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that happens also to me. Don't worry.
Yeah, sometimes it happens.
I actually have to, for example, any people that are having problems with there's people that have problems because their buildings are too blocky. Like they look like a box with windows. And what you're doing here, actually, it's a really good tip to make your buildings with depth.
Yeah.
And to don't look blocky. Even if you're just using blocks, like different blocks, square blocks. And actually that is super handy to make a good looking plaza, because you are giving a lot of depth, like you are getting a lot higher behind the buildings. So it looks like if it's a really a realistic village, a little town.
True, yeah.
And I think it really looks super good, and it's a super easy way to make it.
Yeah, that's really true. And you guys will see if you download it, and how you can grab each and every building. You just see like how I just put it together and what the result is, and it's really cool to make it in this way. And I did it with my castle like a couple of episodes ago, like just make some towers and then put it whole together. And well, that's a little bit more work than these Fairytale shops, I guess, but yeah, it really works just to make a couple of separate buildings and towers and then put them together and put a lot of details in it. So yeah, but I need to wrap it up because the video is over. Gosh, damn it, that went so fast. At the beginning we were like, whoa, that's 27 minutes or something like that. That's crazy. And now we did it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for joining me, SPRidley. We all are so much looking forward to your amazing Alice in Wonderland Dark Ride stuff. I just hit my microphone for you guys if you heard that. And yeah, maybe it will be on up this weekend already. I can't wait.
This weekend or next week? But I think it's going to be super
yeah,
soon.
Absolutely. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Goodbye.